Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. The difference between 90% silver and 3 nines fine silver. Let's explore. This is a video that I've wanted to do for quite a while now, and it's tough to kind of give a really pure example to show the difference between 3 nines fine silver versus 90% silver, because even 3 nines fine silver or even 4 nines fine silver are going to have various different finishes or milk spots or some sort of tarnishing, and it makes it, or finish that makes it difficult to really get an idea as to how silver is going to look compared to one form or another. And also finding the same type of silver with those different variables or purities is very difficult to find. The only thing that I can think of, is, to give you the best example, is silver proof sets. So I have a few here. We're going to go through and look through these. Now, I've not taken them out of the lenses, mainly because, well, the 2020 silver proof set has gone up in value, and I don't want to mess it up. And not only that, but also there is a real fear that I may, screw something up or drop it and that type of thing. And especially with these values going up, I figured the best thing to do is leave them in their lenses. So we're going to take a look at this and work our way through to kind of look at the differences visually. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about what that difference is in terms of, well, the percentages. For those of you new to silver stacking, we are a community that loves silver and stack it. 90% silver is what is referred to as coin silver. And coin silver was in our change, our pocket change, since pretty much the inception of the Mint Act in 1792. And the first silver coins ever produced were quarters, I think, in 1796. The dollar, I think, in 1794. But this is what is referred to as coin silver. And this is an example of some dimes and quarters and half dollars. But as you can see, even amongst it, there's different levels of tarnishing and the like. And as far as visually seeing the difference, this is not a good control just to pick out some of these old circulated coins compared to a regular brilliant uncirculated or even toned a 1 ounce silver round or coin, because, well, silver has various levels of toning, and you've seen that in Morgan dollars and other types of silver where you have rainbow toning or different colors based off the sulfur levels in the air and the like. So I feel the best way to really visually tell the difference is to compare with the same type of coin from 2 different proof sets. And we're going to do that right now. And we're going to start with the dimes and the half dollar from the 2020 and the 2010 silver proof set. So here we go. We're looking at them right now. This is probably the best way. And again, the lighting is probably the best I could come up with in order to illustrate these without much glare from the lenses. Because, the thing is, even if I could get these out of the lenses without damaging the coins or anything like that, you're still going to get an incredible amount of glare because, well, they're proof coins. Silver is the most reflective metal with a 95% reflectivity, and so you're going to get that. And you can, although if you take away the background color here on these, one is red and one is black, and that's the only difference. Try to look just at the coins themselves. We're going to zoom in on each one and get a really close look, but you can see the difference between them if you look closely, and they are slightly different. The The 2010, I believe, does tend to have a slightly more subdued look to it. And I don't really know how else to explain it, but it is not quite as brilliant as a 2020. And I'm going to switch places here with these, because even the lighting is slightly different where they are positioned in front of the camera, so that you can see the difference. Now, don't look at the finish, because obviously the 2020 has a deeper cameo. Look at the mirror background and see if you can see the difference between the two. I sort of see it with my naked eye, and I'm going to lay them down slightly so that you can see more the natural light. Well, and it's not natural, this is artificial light, but you can see the difference in the look there, and how just slightly different, almost like a tint of red in the 2010, but that may be your eyes playing tricks on you because of the red background here. And so in some ways, maybe it would have been better to take it out, but we're going to try to look at these even closer so that we can minimize that background. But I wanted you to see them both together so that you can get an idea there of the difference between the two. And on this side of the coin is a better look than on the reverse, but we're going to turn them around to see on the reverse and see if there is that difference there. Let's see here. There is the reverse. You can see them. Okay. We're going to zoom in close on the reverse of this and see. Looking at it like that, that's the 2010 reverse. 90%. The balance is copper. So look at that very, very closely, and then we're gonna shift here. We're going down to the 2020. There's the 2020. There are smudges a little bit, but on the plastic. But that is the 999 fine version there, and here is the 90% version there. You know, that's 10% copper in this thing. I can see a slight difference, but it's not much. If you look at that really closely, do you see it? And you may not see it. With my naked eye, I can see it. And even through the camera lens, slightly I can see it. Let's take a look here. There's the 2020. Looking at that really close to kind of get a good view of it. Now here's the 2010. Really close look there. It's negligible. Not a whole lot of difference. There's the dime. 2010 dime, 2020 dime. 2010, 2020. Now let's take a look at the quarters. And there's the 2010 quarters. As you can see there. Look at the three of them there. And three of them here. Very interesting indeed. See the difference? Like I said, I sort of see it, and but it's negligible. It's very little difference between the two, but there is a slight hue difference in my opinion. So there you have it. The difference between 2010 and 2020 being the years. One was 999 fine and the other one is 90%. And that is interesting, I think, to see the difference there. So I thought I'd share this the best way I know how. But I think even taking them out of the packaging here would really not give us a much more definitive difference in view there. But there it is. So let me know. But the 10% copper with the coin silver, but there's not a whole lot of difference between the finishes here and how they appear. Let's get in really close one more time. There is Kennedy there, the back of Kennedy's head, all around there. And here it is on the 999 version from 2020. I think it's slightly more brilliant, the reflectivity. In this case, being darker and deeper with an ultra cameo contrast, and when you turn it up this way, you can see the brilliance of it. It's just not quite as there on this one, on the 2010. I thought I'd just share this. Very interesting to see the difference. Thought the community would get a kick out of that, seeing something a little different there with these quarters and with these coins between the two sets here. Fascinating indeed. Let me know what your thoughts are between 2010 and 2020. 90% silver and 999 fine silver. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.